we're about to head on a 3.5-week road trip around both islands of New Zealand.
I cannot stress how perfect this place is.
It's beautiful.
This is my 4th time visiting the country, but it's Jamie's first, and so I'm going to try and take her to as many of New Zealand's highlights as possible within the 23 days we have.
We're at the highest point of the Tongariro Crossing.
By the way, now that you're up here, you might die.
You go down and then you go pop up and you're like, oh, we're good. Push.
Ooh. This is my side.
We basically have our own private Airbnb in the Shire.
And since this trip is actually our honeymoon, we thought we'd call this film series One Ring to Rule Them All, because why not? Now, I know what you might be thinking, like, wait, you're filming your honeymoon? Well, first of all, it's going to be quite a sort of semi-backpacking, adventurous honeymoon, and we are going to be staying at some hostels as well as some lovely Airbnbs. Plus, we're going to be meeting up with some friends along the way. Cheers. And secondly, we're not going to be filming everything on the honeymoon. No, that's going on my brand new OnlyFans channel. Please sign up at onlyfans.com/... Nah, I'm just kidding. The last time I was in New Zealand, I had 7 weeks going around both islands. But for this trip, we've got half the amount of time, so it's going to be a very action-packed itinerary. We're going to be hiking, rafting, kayaking, going on scenic flights, overnight boat trips. There's going to be Lord of the Rings stuff. There's going to be plenty of wineries. We're going to be catching up with friends. It's going to be a lot, but it's going to be amazing. Now, we're landing in Auckland on the 20th of December, which means we're going to be spending Christmas in New Zealand. And so that means the route that we're doing on the North Island is not the most efficient way of getting round, but that's just because of the timings of where we're going to spend Christmas Day and also the availability of the Hobbiton tour at that very busy time of the year. So before we get started, just a very quick shout out to our series sponsor, discovercars.com. That's how we booked our car rental through. And with Discover Cars, you can compare car rental deals from many different companies so that you can choose which is the best deal for your trip. And if you use the link in the description, you'll get a special discount on your first booking. Right, now that the plug's out of the way, let's get the adventure started. It's a 13-hour overnight flight from Vancouver to Auckland, and we'll be skipping forward a day because it's a 21-hour time difference.
What have you just done, Jamie?
7 continents.
Boom. It's your turn.
Okay, so we touched down in Auckland early yesterday morning and got an early check in our hotel here, Naomi Hotel. Yesterday afternoon we popped into town to meet up with my friends Dane and Stacey. Really good seeing them, and now we're hitting the road, and this is our beautiful car we have for the next 3.5 weeks. Last time I was road tripping in New Zealand, I just got the cheapest car that money could buy or money could rent. This time we've got a nice SUV, so we've got this to take us around. You know, it's a honeymoon. Got to enjoy it, got to have a bit of comfort. So let's go. Honeymoon road trip.
Honeymoon!
Bang!
This morning, we're driving down to Weta Cave to do the legendary blackwater rafting in the glowworm caves. And we'll be meeting up with my Kiwi friend Matt, who I first met back in 2010 when he was living in London, and we actually filmed some of my first travel films together on some calamitous road trips around Europe. The last time I was in New Zealand, we travelled the North Island together, but it's now been a good few years since we've seen each other, and so today, he's crashing our honeymoon.
Hello!
Well, look at what we have here.
Hi!
Hey.
Nice to meet you finally.
I haven't seen Matt here for nearly 8 years.
About
8 years.
And he's crashing our honeymoon for a few days. But
I had to, right?
Yeah.
Carl's always been my straight husband, so yeah, I'm jumping in.
Yeah, I'm Jamie's straight husband.
I also have a gay husband.
Oh, sweet. Is he single?
No.
Damn.
It would have been very convenient.
We would have brought him along.
Right, anyway, let's head to Weta Cave.
This is going to be fun.
Yep.
Let's go.
So, just done the first activity of the trip.
Yeah.
This is a good example of experience over video because you can't film the blackwater rafting, but we did it and it was incredible. I mean, you're doing like scrambling through jumps and things like that, but the best bit is when you sit back and just like look up at the glowworms, and it's like you're kind of floating in space. There was a lovely moment when I just sort of leaned back and just held your hand during it, and that was really sweet.
That wasn't my hand.
Yeah, shit.
It's been 8 years.
You enjoyed that, my love?
Yeah, no, it's a really cool combo of like adventure-y stuff and really relaxing, like floating through space. It was really good first experience.
Yeah. Get New Zealand going, and now we're off to Taupo. So let's go.
Before we drove to Taupo, we stopped in Tikawiti for a bite to eat.
Jamie's gonna have her first kiwi pie.
Yes.
So
Cheers.
Cheers.
There we
When
go.
was the last time you had a pie, man?
Yesterday.
Oh, I missed you.
So you imagine that after a night out.
Oh yeah, that's what we do at the end of the night out. You don't get kebabs, you get pies.
So this is a Kiwi donut. This is a New Zealand donut. You end up with icy sugar all over your
Right?
face.
Internet, are you ready for this?
Oh, that's a big bite.
There you go.
Yeah, do it. That's really nice.
Got shit all over your face.
From Waitomo, it's a 2-hour drive to Taupo, where we'll be spending the next 3 nights. And after getting settled in for the evening, we were up first thing in the morning to go and do the Tongariro Crossing, a 20-kilometer hike through a volcanic alpine landscape.
So we've just parked at the end of the trail. This is the advantage of us having 2 cars. We've parked our car at the end of the trail, and then Matt's going to drive us around to the start, and then we'll do the hike, take hours to the other car park, and drive back. Otherwise, you've got to wait for shuttles and things like that. So this way we can do it on our own timescale, which is sweet. So yes, we'll be back here in a few hours, in hopefully, and in rather different state probably, but yeah.
Now we continue with Matt driving.
Yeah.
To the start.
To the start. Here we go.
To give us some energy for the walk, Matt's bought us some of his creamy milk.
Yep. I thought it's been a while since Karl had any of my creamy milk, so. Is that gonna make me in it?
I don't know. Jamie, just creamy milk?
Right then, guys, Tongariro Crossing.
Woo-woo.
Matt, well, it's the second attempt for Matt. Last time we were here, we did the massive detour up Mount Maunganui, which you can't even do anymore, it's closed. So this time we're going to actually get to enjoy the full hike, because the Maunganui detour was so exhausting that the rest of the hike I just didn't even remember or enjoy, so I'm going to do it properly this time, hopefully. What was that story you were telling us in the car, Matthew?
About the mountains. Yeah. And hopefully I'll get this right. So there are 3 mountains here. There's Ruapehu, there's Ngarahoe, and there is Tongariro. And there's also another mountain off to the west called Taranaki. And the legend is that Taranaki was here in this area, and the 3 mountains here are brothers. And they were in love with Taranaki, and they basically had a big fight. And one of the brothers had a torch, a flaming torch, and stuck it into Ruapehu. So Ruapehu is basically the one that's now like a volcano, and it still actively steams and is quite active. And so they had a fight. Taranaki basically left and went out to the west, and then the sun came up and they all turned to stone, they all turned to the mountains. And the path that Taranaki took ended up creating the Whanganui River, which is one of the big rivers that come through here. And it actually is a river that has personhood, has legal status, which is cool, it has protections over it. And yeah, nice.
Oh, hi there. I'm Karl Watson. Welcome to New Zealand. We're currently on the Tongariro Crossing, and we've just got to Soda Springs, but now we're about to go up the Devil's Staircase, so let's go. That's my wife. We're on a honeymoon.
Hello. Majestic walking.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Doesn't say anything like that was the easy part. It's much harder ahead.
Super encouraging sights.
Great.
Wipe that grin off your face.
The Tongariro Crossing often gets described as hiking through Mordor, although they actually shot the Mordor scenes at Ruapehu rather than at Narahoe and Tongariro.
Right, give it back. Give it to me. So we've just made it up the Devil's Staircase to the South Crater, which is this lovely little flat area here. We're in new territory for Matt.
Yeah, I never made it this far. Look at this though. Amazing.
Look at this.
Yeah, we just got to the ridge here, got the view over to the other side of the valley. Incredible. Makes it worth it. You can just see a bit more of Narahoe that we scrambled up last time, peeking through.
Fucking idiots.
That's perfect. The response I wanted. Yeah. You guys are fucking idiots.
We made it up to the red crater, but yeah, it's pretty red. This has got to be the top.
Come on, mine.
Oh.
You're all mine now.
Okay.
Look at the blue lakes.
Look at that. Anyway, yeah, we're at the highest point of the Tongariro Crossing, and now we're going to go down to the Emerald Pools, or Emerald Lakes even. Where are these signs at the bottom?
You cannot do this. By the way, now that you're up here, you might die.
As far as you're coming down, you can start getting the heat.
Yeah.
Cold?
It's cold.
You empty your wrap there.
It's gone a bit flaccid. My wrap's kind of, yeah. I don't think I'll be eating that.
Same.
Well, I'm going to give my sandwich a try anyway.
Wow.
That is such a vivid blue there. We see back to the red crater now, highest bit we're at today. And we're about to get out of the main bit of the volcano. And the interesting thing here is you think you're nearly done, because you're like, oh, we've seen the main sights, just down to the car park. And then there's a sign that says like, oh, it's about halfway. So like, let's finish this up.
Yeah, last final push. Well, it's actually the halfway point. Last half.
See, this is the bit on the way down where you just want to get there, but rather than going down, you do all these big switchbacks. Still another 6.6k to go. That's why the views on this bit are beautiful, but it just gets a bit monotonous with the switchbacks. You just don't feel like you're making much progress. We'll get there though.
Fucking raining. Really, really raining.
Never ends.
I think Tongariro is a Maori word for never ending.
I mean, I'm so over the hike, but it is a very pretty end to it. Made it. It's the time. So I guess pretty much bang on 8 hours to do.
Okay.
You're right, Jamie.
Yeah.
We just stretch before we seize up because we've got to drive.
Nice work, team.
Well, glad I got to experience it again. Glad I got to experience it with Jamie. I'm glad Matt got to do it.
Yay!
But I don't know if I'd do it again. Oof.
We made it back to Taupo and head to our hostel, Haka House, where unfortunately all the double private rooms were sold out, so we are starting our honeymoon by staying in a twin room.
So this is our honeymoon suite. Welcome.
This is
Well done, everyone. Well done. Tongariro complete. Oh god, I'm so burnt.
You are really burnt.
Sorry, I'll turn a tan soon.
Yeah, my feet do not want to be in shoes right now. They're quite heavy not being in shoes.
Out of all the times I've visited Taupo, I've never actually been out on the lake itself, and so that's something we're going to remedy on our last day here.
That's what we're doing this morning, going for a little kayak, or a yak, as Jamie likes to say.
Love a good yak.
Love a good yak, so going out for a bit of exploring, going to see some Maori carvings, so it should be a lovely little morning. Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Alrighty guys, so we are just going to start heading out of this bay. This is called Jerusalem Bay that we're currently in at the moment. And we're going to be heading over to the right hand side, and the whole way to the carvings we're going to be having our coastline just on the right hand side.
This guy come flying. What a duck. Wow.
Well, so obviously welcome to the carving. This carving here was started in 1976 by a gentleman called Weta Cave. Now Weta Cave, he is one of the last Maori people that can do this carving by hand.
Wow.
The way he would have done this was he would have dangled off basically a rope off the top with a big rock on the end of it to find that true central line, and then split it up using more ropes into quadrants to create the symmetry, and then begin chiseling.
So we just kayaked all the way to the Maori carvings on the rock here. And there's some smaller ones that his apprentices have done just behind. But this lake, just the water's so clear, it's so fresh. You kind of just want to drink it. I'm not gonna.
For a swim.
Go for a swim, which you may do later. We'll see. But just beautiful, beautiful. It was a really great morning out on the lake, although it was about an hour's kayak each way, so we were pretty tired by the end. Then afterwards, we met back up with Matt to go and check out some more stuff near town.
Yeah, we're just heading to the edge of town to go check out Hooker Falls and then go to the Wairakei Terraces, this sort of like hot pool kind of place you can just relax in. But rather than taking two cars, we're in Matt's car, so it means me and Matt driving together again, but Jamie's
in the bay.
Hello.
It's a great honeymoon.
Honeymoon!
telling him a bit. 200,000 litres of water plunged 9 metres over the rock face every single second. That's enough to fill 5 Olympic swimming pools every minute. It's a lot of water. Also, I've never seen it this busy here ever. It's like every tour bus, everything's just stopping here. It's crazy. Now I'm just encouraging it by doing this.
You're just making it work.
It's making it worse as always.
Next up, we went to the Wairakei Terraces with its natural thermal springs, which has 4 different pools heated at 4 different temperatures.
It's like such a lovely romantic.
Matt's here.
Couldn't leave you guys alone for too long. I'm actually basically acting as a chaperone for your honeymoon.
So it gets hotter the closer you get to the waterfall, so I'm going to get right close to it. You get really close to it and you think, oh, this is fine. And you go one little further, you're like, oh. It's almost like a challenge, but then you might get burned. So we just want to relax.
My old friend, the Kiwi Experience bus is here. When I first went on the Kiwi Experience was back in 2006, and it's about to be 2025, which means that there's people on this Kiwi Experience bus that weren't fucking born when I first went on it. So, oi, makes me feel old. I mean, I'm too old not to go on the bus. I'm too old to be a guide on it now. So. But yes, it's nice to see the old friend. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
We had a chilled evening just enjoying some beers at Haka House, and then we'll catch up with Matt tomorrow afternoon, but first thing in the morning we're going to drive to Rotorua, stopping at the beautiful Kerosene Creek along the way.
So Jamie and I love hot tubs and just any kind of hot pools, thermal pools, things like that. So we come to Kerosene Creek, which is this little river from a hot spring, and it's like a waterfall in a pool you can relax in, which after doing the Tongariro Crossing and the kayaking, stuff like that, it's just gonna be nice to sit there and go, recuperate. So that's what we're gonna do.
This is cool. It's beautiful.
It's like already as hot as a hot tub. One of those places kind of hard to believe it's actually real. It's just too perfect. The greens are so vivid. No one else here right now.
Can't believe that.
It's like our own private natural hot tub with a waterfall.
After about 20 minutes, the crowds did show up, so we moved to a spot just a few meters upstream.
We come to this little narrow spot upstream.
It's nice though. Oh, this is very...
It's like a stand-up bath with a strong current. Ugh.
Spicy.
When we showed up at 10 a.m, the place was empty, but by the time we left an hour later, it was super busy. But either way, it's still worth checking out because it's one of our favorite spots of the whole trip.
So we just arrived in Rotorua. We're about to do a bit of whitewater rafting, so we're gonna get some lunch first. And we come to Eat Street, which is either brand new or I never came to in my backpacking days. Doesn't mean it wasn't here.
This is the Squealing Pig. Cheers.
That's good.
It's nice, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Light, refreshing,
There we go.
green tasting.
There we go. I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna get better at this.
I'm terrible at it. I'm like, oh, that's a good wine. We're going to be drinking a lot of wine on this trip. Like, both Jamie and I's favourite wine is a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. But just to prepare our enjoyment for this trip, when we flew out from Vancouver Airport, at the lounge, we had some of the worst wine we've ever tasted, which just makes us appreciate this even more.
We filled ourselves up with a delicious lunch, which will give us fuel for this afternoon as we're meeting back up with Matt just north of the town to go whitewater rafting on the Kaituna River. And this experience includes the highest commercially rafted waterfall in the world, the 7-meter Tatea Falls.
You can all grab yourselves a paddle for me, please.
So they do set you up pretty well for doing the big thing. You do a safety briefing that's like really scary. And it's like, oh, this is what happens if you fall out, if you get trapped underneath, like, just wait until you hear me tapping and all that kind of stuff. And that's like, okay.
There we are. About to go rafting down into the Kaituna River.
When you get on the river, they do a little briefing of like how you row and all that kind of stuff.
Welcome to the Kaituna River.
Hey!
Now, when I say forwards, could everybody try and all paddle in time forwards together? And stop. And feel the speed.
Yeah.
Feel the power.
I said this last time we were here, the river feels like a sort of theme park ride because you're just weaving in this like just perfect temperate rainforest. You kind of expect like a fake dinosaur to come out, like it feels like that much of a theme park ride.
And then you go over smaller waterfalls to get used to the feeling of it so you're not as apprehensive.
Now the first waterfall is about 3 meters high. It's pretty cool. And get down! And back in your seat.
So by the time you actually get up to the big guy over there, it's not like a scary thing. It's just like, okay, here we go.
Now my team, this is where we could flip upside down.
Good.
Ready to do this thing?
Yeah.
Let's get our feet in the waterfall position. Oh yeah, this is what it's all about, team. Keep waiting. Oh, the suspense is real. Let's go forward and get down.
You go down and then you kind of like head tucked in, so you're not even really looking at what's happening. And then you kind of waiting to sort of see if something terrible is going to happen, and then you go pop up and you're like, oh, we're good.
You do kind of feel like when you're in it, you're done, you're under the water. Like your boat fills up so much with water. So for a second I thought like, oh, we're over, like we're done. But no, we're still in the boat and we just like popped up. Easy as pie.
Yeah.
Put your paddles in the middle.
Some people did fall out of their boats.
Not us.
Saw, not us, because we were the best boat. But even then it was just like, okay, you're up, you're out.
Yeah.
Here's a paddle, get back in, and it seemed fine, yeah.
And then we got to jump in at some bits, and the water's like 21 degrees, so it's just like bliss.
In the river. Woo!
Then we did a few rapids that are really good fun. And then I even got to ride rodeo at the front of one of them, which was a good laugh. And
Riding the bull.
Riding the bull.
Hold on!
At the very end, they do what's called surfing, although I don't think it's surfing at all. And they stick you at the front of the boat and then they put you under the waterfall.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, it's your honeymoon. Kiss under the waterfall. But really, you're just drowning, like drinking half the water. So yeah, very romantic honeymoon moment. Of many very romantic honeymoon moments that we've had so far. Matt.
Yeah. I'm here to make sure I'm chaperone, making sure that these two lovebirds don't get too, frisky in the peewee bush. Again, it was epic again. Third time I've done it and still so much fun. You want to do it again and again and again. Like, doesn't matter how many times you do it, you still want to keep on doing it. Just awesome New Zealand, really.
Nice. The craziest thing about this is Christmas Eve. Like, it's the most random thing ever done on Christmas Eve ever. It doesn't feel like Christmas at all, but it's still a perfect day. Starting out very chilled in Kerosene Creek this morning, and then to do this has been fantastic. And then now we're going to head to Matt's mum's place, where we're going to be spending Christmas Day, so it's going to be lovely. It was about a 45-minute drive to Tauranga, where we'll be spending the next couple of nights. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
After we'd settled in, we head down to the beach at Mount Maunganui to enjoy the sunset.
It's our Christmas Eve platter. Fish and chips on the beach.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, this is very, very different to any kind of Christmas Eve I've ever had before. It doesn't feel like Christmas at all to us, but for Matt, this is what we do. Normal. Kiwi Christmas. Kiwi Christmas. Battered oysters. How was the battered oyster? Good. Yeah? Good. Oh, it's real good.
Fish is hokey.
Hokey fish?
Hokey, yep.
Yeah, really nice. Really light.
Yeah.
Really tasty.
We had a beautiful, beautiful evening there. And then on Christmas morning, we just decided to head back to the beach again.
Christmas Day.
Christmas morning.
Back to the beach.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
It's 23 degrees, a beautiful sunny day.
Classic Christmas weather.
Perfect for a day at the beach. What else would you do on Christmas?
Christmas, guys! Merry Christmas!
We enjoyed a lovely little picnic on the beach, and then Matt gave the two of us a panamu, which was such a beautiful gift. And then, of course, we had to go for a swim in the sea.
But we're gonna do it!
We're gonna do it! Oh well, the porta pot's cold now. Christmas Day! Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas! Merry Okay, it's Boxing Day and we're about to go swimming with dolphins, which is something I wanted to do pretty much my whole life, so very, very excited for this.
We'd originally planned to go swimming with dolphins down in Kaikoura, but it had sold out months ago for the dates that we wanted. But fortunately, Matt said we could do it from here in Tauranga, so that's what we're gonna do.
It's supposed to be a perfect day for it. The water's supposed to be really calm out there, so hopefully it's going to be a lovely day of wildlife encounters. Excited, Matt? You've not done before either.
No, I've been around dolphins a lot. Been fishing with Dad.
All right.
We were exploring around the bay for over an hour before we came across a pod of dolphins.
Here they are. Oh. There we go, the beautiful common dolphins in the bay, plenty.
So they're just explaining because there's juveniles with this group, we can't go swimming with them. But we might see another pod somewhere else, but either way it's just beautiful to see them jumping around in front of the boat.
Some leftover lamb and some sandwiches with Christmas leftovers and a sandwich basically. Yeah. Out on the sea. Perfect. Beautiful. Hey Jamie.
So it's sort of a mixture of luck today. We've been very lucky with the weather because it's supposed to rain and it's raining on shore. We did get to see some dolphins right up close, which is incredible. You never know what's going to happen on a wildlife trip. We didn't get to swim with them because there's a juvenile in the group, which is fair enough. But otherwise, it's been just beautiful just cruising around. So we've got about an hour left, see if we see anything else, but otherwise just be grateful for what we got. So we're saying goodbye to Matt for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Carrying on up the coast to the Coromandel.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. Enjoy some time together.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't see you again for 3 days.
You
never know. Matt will find you.
I know where the baby is.
All right, time to hit the road again. In the rain. Not that way, that's...
We're now heading north to the Coromandel, and tomorrow we'll be kayaking at Cathedral Cove. But first up, we're spending the night at Waihi Beach.
Right, so we just arrived at our Airbnb in Waihi Beach. So we come to Waihi Beach just for the afternoon and the evening, and we're just down the coast from Tauranga, so you can see the mount where we were yesterday, just on the horizon there. Beautiful little beach though. You know, we're doing quite a fast-paced trip, so it's nice just to grab these little moments and enjoy these little places, but you can spend a few days here just slowing down, having an easy life. Go for a swim, surf, try not to get wet. Love it though.
In the evening, we walked to the main street to grab a drink and a bite to eat.
Checking out the local. Our little beers.
Then, the next morning, we were up at 6 a.m. so we could make it in time for our morning kayak tour at Cathedral Cove.
But excited to just keep this road trip going in New Zealand. Yeah, we're a few days in now. We're starting to settle into the trip a bit. And so I'm just excited to see what happens next.
It was just under a 2-hour drive on some very beautiful but very windy roads to take us up to Cathedral Cove.
Alright, we've made it to near Cathedral Cove. Let's go do it. It's looking beautiful and calm out there, so it should be really nice. Let's go. Alright, we have launched. Just waiting for the rest of the group to come out, and then we're gonna paddle to Cathedral Cove. You excited, Jamie?
So excited.
Yeah.
I won't turn around too far because I don't want to flip the car.
Sorry, your ponytail looks excited. Alright, we've made it to Cathedral Cove. Yeah, man. Lovely little kayak round. Lots of sort of like just resting spots as well when it gave us information, so it wasn't too tiring actually. Like,
it's beautiful. The water is so clear.
Yeah.
And this beautiful like turquoisey color, and the stone is so white. The sand is so gorgeous. Like it's just paradise.
Hopefully exploring in a little swim, I think.
Yeah.
So beautiful. When I was last here it was winter, so it's a lot nicer in the sun, but really glad to come back. It's gorgeous. Swimming time. Yeah. Hey, I got the cove in the background. Oh! I just went over the point of no return. Getting a nice shot and then the water just goes over the crotch. It's like, ah! Well, that's one way to get into it. It's like cold but nice.
So salty.
Yeah. Spot of tea on the beach.
Yes, hot chocolate actually.
Hot chocolate, yeah.
This is fancy, dude. But how is your latte art?
Oh, latte art, struggling. This is really cool. So clear. That was brilliant. That was so good. Well, that was an absolute highlight. That it's such a beautiful spot. And yeah, I wouldn't mind coming back here for a snorkel actually, because the water's so clear and there's tons of fish, with it being a marine reserve. So, but love Cathedral Cove, and now we're going to drive down to Matamata.
Tomorrow, we'll be visiting the Hobbiton set, which is just a little south of Matamata, and our Airbnb for tonight is a little further south from there, and we've booked a gorgeous little cottage on a farm called the Teal Corner Cabin.
Oh my god, are those sheep?
Oh, yeah. They're the hosts of the Airbnb.
We have a whole herd of sheep at our place. This is perfect. Oh, look at the river. Look at that colour.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. But yeah, it's a 20-minute drive to the Hobbiton set from here, so we basically have our own private Airbnb in the Shire. Oh, look at this place. Okay, I just want to live here. This is just...
Oh, we're never leaving this place.
Cancel the rest of the trip, we're just staying here.
We just live here now.
It's a hanging bed.
Okay, so no getting up in the middle of the night.
This is the bathroom. Look at that. There's a little swing down there. The kind of meander of the river just creates this sort of natural amphitheatre. Makes it seem very private and secluded. We can't see any other cabins from here at all, so it's our own little hidden spot in the Shire. So we have a wood-fired spa bath. So first thing we're doing is filling it up and heating it up so it's ready. So it takes about 2 to 3 hours to heat. Let the record state that Jamie found this place.
I did.
Ready for the next stage?
I need to get the axe in the wood.
Nice. Time to light this baby.
Paper? Covered in soot.
Working hard on the spar.
And Karl's been droning. I never want to leave.
Me
I never
neither.
ever want to leave.
I'm going to keep saying this all evening, but I cannot stress how perfect this place is.
Yeah.
We wish Rosie, our dog, was here. She'd be running around, barking like crazy.
This place is actual paradise. Cheers.
Oh man, oh, this is cold. This thing goes though.
Yeah, it really does.
Right, so I'm gonna get in over here and try and get out on our little pier thing here. Here we go. Woohoo! It's my own lazy river in Hobbiton. Oh, this is great. Oh, here's my exit. Oh. There we go. Did it. So it's about 7:45. Jamie's got the hob going. We've got a little fire going. We're gonna heat up some garlic bread next to. And the sun's just dipping down through the trees, and it's just, you know, just more perfect.
This is a spinach and cheese tortellini with a little sauce that we make with sausage and mushrooms.
We spent the rest of the evening just relaxing in the hot tub, and as the sun went down, all of the stars came out in the sky.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to our perfect little Airbnb. Kind of a shame we couldn't have longer here, but also just very glad we did have some time here at all, because this was just perfect. Anyway, time to go to Hobbiton. Alright, so we've just arrived at the Hobbiton movie set. We're at the Shire's Rest Cafe where you start the tour from. And this is a whole huge major operation. When I first did this in 2006, they didn't have the full sets. It was just a little bus and a guy walking you around, and now it's like a big industrial, like, theme park.
I haven't had first breakfast.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh no!
Well, we want to enjoy the second breakfast. So. Very, very, very excited to be back here. Very excited to explore again, do some new stuff this time. But we've picked a perfect day for it. Look at this.
We'd signed up for the second breakfast tour, which means as well as doing the regular tour around the set, we also get to enjoy a huge banquet breakfast on the set in the mill house.
I'm ready for this. Such a perfect day for it.
The Hobbiton set was originally built in 1999 for the filming of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The set was mostly dismantled after filming, with just the facades remaining like I saw in 2006. But when it came time to shoot The Hobbit in 2009, they rebuilt the sets with permanent materials so that people could enjoy them for many years to come.
So yeah, they have different sized Hobbit holes depending on the actors and also the characters, whether they want to look human size or Hobbit size. Everything's done at different scales.
Apparently, I'm the perfect size to be a hobbit.
Yeah.
Which works because I've always self-identified as a hobbit. So. Yeah. Basically.
Basically the right size, yeah. It's about the right size.
You're too tall to be a hobbit.
Nothing in there. Look inside. There you go.
I love all the little details that they have. Like, there's a signboard over there where they've got like weekly notices for all the hobbits, which is so cute. And it's like, it's not a major part of the movies, but you know that there's a set designer who made all these specific little things, and it's just, it's so detailed, it's so rich.
Yeah.
So it's just stunning to be.
It looks lived in.
It looks really lived in, which is the whole point, I guess. But yeah, there's all these little nooks and crannies everywhere that have all these little interesting bits, which is amazing. Like the seed packets are all labeled in there.
Yeah. You see why they chose this location though, because there's like a natural amphitheater around it so that other people can't see in, and you're not going to get any cars driving past in the background or anything like that. But it's just so gorgeous. And now we have Bag End, the main event. When I came here in 2006, you could actually go inside it because it was just the facades, but now it's all been rebuilt. Just go outside it. The door's just slightly open to Bag End, and you can see a calendar just in the door. I think it used to be shut. I think they've added that as an extra detail in the last 11 years. So we're on the party field with the giant party tree behind us.
Next up, we were heading to Bagshot Row, which only opened a year ago, and they fully recreated the interiors of 2 hobbit holes that we can go inside and explore.
Put your hand right here. When I say push, you push. Ready? Push.
Ooh. Come on in, everyone.
Ooh. Oh, it's so cute. I want to live here.
I want one.
I actually don't need to duck at all. Like, this is.
It's just the right.
This is my size.
I'm a little bit tall. I'm sort of Gandalf bang my head height. It's perfect for Jamie.
Gandalf's actually about 7 foot.
Yeah.
So you're not quite 7 foot.
Oh, look at the fireplace. So much detail everywhere. Like a little mandolin and Song of the Shire. You see the family paintings.
Yeah.
So you look like you actually live here.
It's comfy. Someone's having a beer in the bath.
Yeah. I love how you can just see through, like all the way to the kids' bedroom over there. I want to build one of these. I want it so much. I love the little corridors.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Oh, look at this.
Yes.
That's making me hungry for breakfast now.
These guys are well stocked. Wow.
Is that a newspaper?
It is a
Shire
newspaper.
Reckoning.
Harvest season is upon us.
You know what I'm hungry for? Some pheasant.
Some pheasant.
Quiz night at the
Quiz
Green Dragon.
night, Green Dragons. Do it. Let's go. Every Thursday at sundown.
Ready for a pint?
Yes.
So we're just about to head into the Green Dragon for our complimentary beer, and then we're going to be having second breakfast in the mill room here. Are you getting amber ale? Sit by the roaring fireplace.
Green Dragon Beer Garden.
Yeah. That's a great view for a beer garden of Hobbiton.
Next up, we made our way into the mill house to have our second breakfast.
Oh, look at this. This is like a huge breakfast banquet out. Half the food's prop food, half's real. So I'm not sure what we're actually going to get. So there's actually plenty of food. Like there's prop food, it's distracting, but there's a lot to eat. Yeah, so that was a lovely, I was going to say little breakfast, but it wasn't little at all, it was huge. I really wanted to do something like this, just to spend a bit more time here, rather than just getting rushed through, so it's been brilliant.
So full though.
Yeah, so full, yeah.
Now it's time for the longest drive of our trip.
Oh boy.
6 hours down to Wellington. All right, enough talking.
More driving.
It's a 520 kilometre or 323 mile drive down to Wellington, and the route takes us on the desert road opposite Tongariro National Park.
So we just stopped on the desert road to take a look back on what we walked on the Tongariro Crossing. So that red crater's somewhere up there. We've been walking all on that.
After a long day of driving, we made it down to Wellington, where we'll be spending a couple of nights to finish off the North Island leg of our New Zealand road trip.
Okay, so we're staying at the Hacker House in Wellington, which is downtown, and it's right by Courtney Place, which is full of all the bars and cafes and stuff. We've got a lovely double room with a view of the harbour, which is pretty nice. I think it used to be a hotel that they've converted into a hostel. But it's a really good setup because I used to stay here in the base backpackers over here, which I think base backpackers might have gone under during COVID, I'm not sure, which is sad to hear. Even though that hostel is like a fucking prison, still, you still want businesses to do well and thrive. We just got the one day in Wellington to sort of have a little explore around, so we're going to head over to Weta Cave first and do some more Lord of the Rings stuff.
The Weta Cave tour takes you behind the scenes at the workshop to see how the movie effects and props are made for The Lord of the Rings and many other films. You can't take any pictures or videos on the tour, apart from this one room here where you can play around with the props.
So we just did the Weta Workshop tour, but now we're in the gift shop, and I have to make sure, James is going to make sure I don't spend all of our life savings. But there are some nice swords here.
Not getting a sword.
We're not getting a sword.
We're getting a pipe.
We're going to get... This is going to go on the geek shelf.
See?
Jamie's picked something out.
I'm geeky too. Just some pub towels for behind the bar.
Nice.
From the Green Dragon and the Prancing Pony.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The tour guide was lovely though, and because it was our honeymoon, they gifted us this fellowship pin.
Thank you, my lady. Have you run out of those nice shiny daggers?
So we're just at Mount Victoria, just above Wellington City. And when I first came to Lord of the Rings location here a while back, you had to come with a guidebook and try and find the exact spot. There's now signposts and Google Maps markings, and people dressed as hobbits, which kind of gives it away. This is the old get off the road quick, and they hide right down here. So we come to the top of Mount Victoria for a beautiful 360 view around of Wellington and the harbour area. So it's a great spot to get an overview of things we've checked out in the last half day. Yeah, and a gorgeous day for it. Like, Wellington's known as a very wet and windy city, but we've got the wind, but we've got the sunshine.
That evening, we went for a barbecue at Matt's place to finish off our time on the North Island.
What's going on with the barbecue?
The barbecue isn't working.
So, one job. There's some lamb.
Lamb in the oven. Look at that. Right, you want to try a bit, Karl?
Good, you can taste the wood as well. That's good.
That's good, eh?
Yeah. Woo. Now, what am I about to do, Matt?
We're just doing a bit of archery in the backyard.
As one does.
And Karl's never shot an arrow before. Okay. So it's just like this, Karl. You just like hold it.
Oh, yes.
That's a trap.
How did I not see that coming?
Yeah, it's like what I said. Yeah. Bring it all the way back.
Yeah.
Okay, further back. All right, further back.
Hold on.
So when you pull back, you're gonna sort of pretend that you're trying to elbow someone in the face behind you. So you're gonna bring your elbow way back, and the string will come up like below your chin.
Oh, I see.
Below your chin. Yeah. So you're gonna bring it way back. Yeah. And you're gonna sort of keep pulling as you let go. Yeah.
Hey. All right.
Just like that.
Yeah, hey, wow, you're so much better than your husband. Nice. Yes. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh! Oh! Nice. Whoa! First time. Nice. That's not going to make the edit.
Next up, we were going to have a game of combat archery, which is kind of like dodgeball, just with arrows.
If you shoot and fire and you hit someone, then they're out and the team loses a life and you carry on playing. If someone fires an arrow at you and you catch the arrow, then the person that fired the arrow is out and you have to say, caught, and you basically just keep playing until one team is all eliminated.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Now, I just want to remind everyone that anytime that Karl does a trip with me, he always ends up injuring himself somehow. And we're going to be shooting each other with arrows. I don't think this is good.
Let's break the curse, let's break the curse.
Oh!
You, Karl, it's all you. Shit. Goes in. Release. Right back.
Oh!
It was time for round 2, and this time, Jamie stepped in.
I messed up the filming with all the excitement, but Jamie was like down to 3 on 1 and she caught 2 of them. I was just watching and I'm trying to film. I'm going like, oh my god! So I kind of missed some of the catches.
But for the second one she caught, she just threw her bow and arrow down and was like, bring it on.
And then it was Matt v Jamie at the end, and she nearly caught Matt's.
Let's go, let's go.
Jamie killed it.
Mate, your wife is better at this than you are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
I can't shoot for shit.
I've never seen a new person do that twice in a row.
I love how you just threw the bow down.
Bring it on! I fear no death.
Our action-packed time on the North Island had come to an end, and next up, we've got 2 weeks on the South Island, starting in the wine region of Marlborough.
I'm loving this right now.
And then we'll be working our way south to Queenstown, doing one ridiculously epic activity after another. That was unbelievable. It was just everything I dreamed it would be.